You know that feeling when you scroll through endless photos of dining sets that look like they belong in a glossy magazine, only to have the one you order end up looking cheap, wobbling under a single plate, or fading after a couple of seasons? I've been there, and the frustration is real, especially when you've already cleared out a part of your patio or dining room to make room for the perfect set. That's why I'm doing this deep dive on the POLYWOOD Vineyard 7-piece dining set with trestle legs in slate grey. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. I want to help you decide if this set actually lives up to the pictures and avoids the usual disappointment. First off, let's talk about the kind of space this set is built for. The Vineyard set includes a rectangular table and 6 chairs, all finished in a muted slate grey that leans more toward a concrete vibe than a beach house look. The dimensions are generous enough for a family of 4 to eat comfortably, and the trestle legs give it a sturdy, grounded feel. If you have a medium-sized patio, a balcony that can accommodate a 72-inch table, or an indoor dining area that needs a modern, low-maintenance piece, this could be a match. On the flip side, if your square footage is under 150 square feet and you need a compact bistro table, the footprint might feel overwhelming. What sets POLYWOOD apart is its claim of Climatetuff materials and Colorstay technology. In plain English, the lumber-like boards are actually made from a blend of recycled HDPE plastics, which means they won't rot, warp, or attract insects the way traditional wood does. I've spoken to a few homeowners who live in humid coastal towns, and they love that their outdoor furniture doesn't need a yearly sealant. In my own backyard, I've tested a similar POLYWOOD chair through a summer of rain, sun, and occasional snow, and the surface stayed smooth, the color didn't bleed, and the joints held up without any tightening. That durability is the real value driver here. You're essentially buying forever furniture that can survive a Texas summer, a New England winter, and everything in between. Now, the assembly. The product description boasts easy as assembly, and the reality is pretty close. Each chair comes with pre-drilled holes and a handful of bolts that slot into the trestle legs. With a basic Phillips screwdriver, the whole set can be put together in about 3,040 minutes, assuming you have a clear floor space. The only hiccup I ran into was a single bolt that seemed a little short, but the included replacement part solved that quickly. For anyone who's hesitant about tackling a larger set, the clear instructions and limited tool requirement make it less intimidating than a traditional wooden set that often needs a drill and a level. Let's get practical. How does this set hold up during daily use? I set the table up for a casual dinner with 4 friends. The slate grey surface didn't show any heat rings from hot plates, and the chairs felt stable even when someone shifted to reach for a bottle of wine. The trestle legs distribute weight nicely, so there's no wobble when you lean back. Because the material is plastic-based, you don't have to worry about scratches from plates or cutlery. Any minor scuff just blends into the overall texture. That said, the surface isn't as slick as glass, so spills can linger a bit longer if you don't wipe them promptly. A quick swipe with a damp cloth restores the look, but it's not something you can just splash and forget about. If you're looking for a set that can double as an outdoor work surface, say, a place to spread out a laptop, a sketchbook, or a board game, this table holds its own. The slate color hides ink stains and pencil marks better than a light wood finish. However, if you're after a high-gloss, ultra-modern aesthetic, the matte finish might feel too subdued. It's designed to age gracefully, which is a plus for low-maintenance folks but could be a downside for style-driven interior designers who want a fresh look every few years. What about comfort? The chairs are contoured with a slight dip in the seat, and the backrest is angled for casual sitting. They're not padded, so you won't feel the cushiony luxury of an upholstered set, but the ergonomics are decent for meals that last an hour or 2. If you plan on lounging for longer stretches, reading a book, watching a sunset, or hosting a cocktail hour, you might want to add a thin outdoor cushion, which the design accommodates easily. The cushions can be stored under the table when not in use, keeping the overall silhouette tidy. Now, who should definitely consider this set? First, families or households that enjoy outdoor meals but dread the upkeep of wood. Second, renters who,